ripped, but it curls foul. Lyon, the former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. A sliding stop to first. Nicely done for the out. Diamondbacks down quickly, and they trail it 4-1. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
The designated hitter, number 24.
Sliced hard, but foul. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back in.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Diamondbacks leave them loaded, and this is still Lyon digs in. It's getting late, Singy. They're trailing, but traffic on the bases gives them a shot.
Yeah, it's all about cashing in now. Can't afford to leave those runs out there.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
What a stop. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing, Dan. Next to hit for Arizona, Lyon. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. Lau at the plate. Here's a 2-2. Up the middle, the flip, 1 and 2nd. The double play ends it right here. Lyon, certainly not the reason they lost this game. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort. It's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. So now here's the DH, Lyon. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep, forget it.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball.
Runner takes off, gets to it with a slide. Onto the pitcher. There's one. Safe. In comes the run from second. And it's 5-0.
Now batting, the designated
Lyon
hitter,
launched a homer in his most recent game. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Round second, digging for third. The throw to third, and he's out, trying for 3. And that ends the inning. It's the Diamondbacks 5. Lyon steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. The Mets down to their final strike. Called out on strikes. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over. So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Some good basketball. VJ, Paul George, and the unsung hero, Kelly Oubre. Shout out to them in particular. The whole squad, man. Of course, Jason Tatum didn't play for this game, but I think he did the right thing outplay, bro. The man has been having a championship.
Today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes. What do you have on him, Chris?
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
And that one ripped to left. Diving, makes the grab. What a play. Lyon digging in, nobody on, 2 gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yeah, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. A solo shot. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Can't glove it cleanly. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he's squared up.
Runner takes off, and ball 4 to aboard. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at-bat. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll do it. 2 left on. Lyon digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing, and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter will be caught. Second base.
And now it's Brandon Lau. Here's the 0-2. Runner takes off in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of the NLCS. Runner goes again. Out towards right center field. Hauls it in. Runner pretty far from second. They got him. A huge double play for the defense.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the defense to take advantage and get 2 outs out of it, but on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some lessons learned about the base running.
So runner at second, 2 down. Francisco Lindor getting ready to hit. Tap back to the mound. Throw to first, ball game. And the Diamondbacks take home field advantage right back. They win game 3 to go up 2-1.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Step back. Great state. OKC successfully defended and secured home court advantage for these first 2 games. Now they have to go play attack and go to Phoenix's homeland to try to win away. And step back. They got away from looking all over. Even in an early series. First round, Brian got to go back to 2018. Come flying free. Oh my goodness. This man is 41 years old, guys. This is his 23rd year, about to be 24th year in the league. You have to get 41-year-old to be your #1 option. It's crazy. But not when it's Braun. Yes, a lot of free throws, bad efficiency. I know what Connor's going to say. But this one game doesn't take away from the shit he's been doing.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup.
And on the hill in this one, Tyler McGill. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, got the W last time out. 6 innings, a quality start. Hey, if a guy will give...
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. And that one is out of here. That's his 4th home run of the series. And the D-backs jump out in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Lyon, a former All-Star, 23 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Continues his success here. He's back in the hit column. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Lau at the plate.
Keep an eye on this at bat, because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Here comes the 0-1. The other way, climbs the ladder and makes the catch. First and second, 1 out. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. On the ground, right side. Lindor, that's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Mets.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. That one fouled hard the other way.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that can cost your team the season.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Here's a rocket out to left. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it.
So 2 down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Spencer Steer. The D-backs down to their final strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
That's tremendous.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Here's a 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. And what a play. Ball game. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. And on the hill today, Nolan McLean. What do you got on him, Chris?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one is back. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot. That's his 5th homer of the series. The Diamondbacks score first. It's 1-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Rip, but it curls foul. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. See you later. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-1.
Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game. But we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
Rip towards third. Over to Lowe. 1 pitch and 1 out. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Lyon stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. What a stop. Nicely done for the out. 9-1. Lyon steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. Fouled off left side. Liner caught it second. So Game 5 of the NLCS. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. In the air, right field. Carroll has a beat on it, and there's 1 down. First and second, 2 outs. Sal Frelick up now for the Mets. Down the line, and it's foul.
Well, if he's going to do something.
So 2 down, and stepping in for New York, Sal Frelick. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying. Caught just shy of the wall.
A lot of adrenaline.
Game 5 of the NLCS. Lyon stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Line and a base hit into right. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Brandon Lau. The 2-2. Runner on the go. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run. And it's second. Runner on the go again. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third. Now Corbin Carroll to the deep. Next to hit for Arizona, Jordan Lawler. 2 on, 1 out. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Runner from third in to score. And they've taken the lead here in Game 5.
What a time to miss the cutoff, Boog. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home.
And now it's Juan Soto.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit.
High fly ball, right field. Carroll gets there. He's under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks take a 3-2 series lead back home. Lyon had a sensational showing in the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
And a final 8-7. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. One down. Lyon getting ready to hit. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a man aboard. The relay throw. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 24.
One out away from getting out of a huge jam in this NLCS.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now.
Spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they tie it late here in Game 6.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Go-ahead run on base. Brandon Lau digs in now. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
The Mets try to keep this a 2-2 game here in Game 6 of the NLCS. Inside, almost got him. Hit weakly on the ground. Lindor whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 5. We are tied 2-2. Lyon locks in. No need to press, but they could really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away. You know, these D-backs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
The 0-2. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Oh, the throw is wild. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Lau at the plate. Man at second. He's trying for third. This one popped up. That's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate.